Hey guys, welcome back. All right, Cancerians. So to celebrate the turn of Mercury retrograde, which of course gives us a chance to kind of like maybe revisit something, or something may be coming into revisit Cancerian. It notes passage of time. And sometimes I always think of it like this. Every time we pass by 12 on the clock, we're 12 hours older, maybe 12 hours wiser. We've had different experiences by then. So we can look at things with a fresh set of eyes. So, during Mercury retrograde, Mercury is not going in the reverse. It simply moves faster on its orbit than Earth does. So it looks like it laps us. So from our vantage point, it almost appears that it's going in the reverse, the same way hands on a clock appear to be going in the reverse. So that's why I use that as the analogy. But really, it just means some time has passed, and maybe we're going to see something with new eyes, or something could be returning. Well, talk about return. We just got that 8 of Cups in the reverse, but we also have the 4 of Cups upright. So there could be a sense of disillusionment or sorrow pertaining to love that Cancerian could be coming back to, and almost like wondering, man, I wonder why that was a disappointment. Now, I could also say that Cancerian is saying, you know what, I'm kind of bored thinking about this missed opportunity in love. The only thing is we have somebody else over here, possibly a Pisces, and they too seem to be impacted by just being stuck. Now, Cancerian could be aware that, yeah, I know they were stuck. They could have worked with me, they could have been with me, but they were stuck. It feels like they're thinking the exact same thing. Why, when I had this amazing opportunity? 3 of Pentacles. It feels like somebody is wondering, is Cancerian working with somebody else? Now that this time has passed, I wonder where Cancerian is at. Did Cancerian work with somebody else? There may have always been 2 individuals, maybe one that Cancerian really, really wanted to deal with, but that person didn't approach Cancerian, and then someone else that I think wanted to deal with Cancer. And it feels like, I'm not a love triangle, but it feels like Cancer has had someone from their past that they're thinking about again, someone who didn't make a move in their direction. I think Cancerian might have taken a leap of faith with somebody else, but right around this time, even if they're in a commitment with another person, their mind may drift back to that individual of the past who didn't move toward them. It feels almost like Cancer said, well, if this person isn't going to do anything, I think I'm going to have to take a leap of faith in a different direction. But funnily enough, it does feel like there is still love between Cancerian and this individual of the past. Let me just ask, which direction Cancerian take a leap toward? Let me just see that with the Fool, the Chariot, and the 6 of Pentacles. Yeah, it feels like Cancer. Okay, let's say this isn't about love. Let's say this is about career, for example. Cancer interviewed at 2 different jobs. One never got back to him, even though Cancer knew they had nailed that interview. They knew that person wanted to hire him, but then Cancer didn't hear from him. And so finally they said yes to another job. And this other job is great. It is, right? They moved on with confidence. Cancerian moved on. This is Cancer's card, right? The Chariot. They moved on with confidence into a role or a position. They like where they're at. They like who they're working with. But during this retrograde, it's like, I think Cancerian can't help but think back to, like, I wonder why, or I wish that path that I didn't end up taking, it kind of sucks, because I wonder what happened with that path that I didn't take, with that other company that didn't wind up reaching out to me. Now, if this is about lovers, and it definitely could be, instead of it being about business, again, it looks like Cancer has moved on with somebody else who is awesome, who is supportive, who is kind, that Cancer has a good rapport with. It feels like there's no game playing. It feels like Cancer knows just where they're at and just what's going on here. Then let me ask this. If Cancer is happy with the direction they did take, why are they thinking back to the road not taken, or the road that didn't take it, their chance to come toward Cancer? Because it really shows up as an X, possibly a Pisces, who didn't move toward Cancer and still is just kind of hanging around. So Cancer really did want that other person. We have the Lovers. And we already had that cup. And even though it's like, it almost feels like Cancer went in a different direction because this person didn't move toward them. And even though Cancer likes the direction they went, they really were in love with this person, or would have really wanted the Hanged Man to be the route that they would have chosen first. And I'm not saying disrespectfully that, Cancer was like, well, if I can't have that person, I guess I'll go with the one that, is offering me something, because hey, they're stable, they're sound. I mean, I guess it could be a storyline like that, but I don't think so. This looks like a really good choice. It just is some acknowledgement. If anything, Cancer might be looking back right now and saying, that was such an illusion. Like, I'm so happy that that person of the past, who I wanted so badly back then, but they never made a move toward me, and I was nuts about them. But thank God they didn't make a move toward me, because look at this incredible catch that I have. Look at this stable life. Look at this beautiful partner that I've got. Look at this incredible, I don't know, I'm feeling like Cancerian has a very stable partner. Maybe somebody that's a little older than them. Maybe somebody that's just like this wonderful, consistent, calm, loving influence in Cancerian's life. We got to sleuth out a little bit more on that Four of Cups, because it can be a card of looking at missed opportunities, or like I said, breaking it down, saying, wow, what an illusion that I was so crazy about that one person who never even made a move on me, but I really wanted them, when honestly, thank God they didn't, because I wound up with a catch of the century. It almost feels more like that. Sometimes though, we don't realize how lucky we are that somebody doesn't move toward us, right? Sorry, my eyes are itching. Sorry, guys. 8 of Wands. That 8 of Wands it's about action. It's about communication. Let me just see. That worries me. What's going on with that ex? The Tower. That's what I was concerned about. It could be that Cancer is suddenly thinking about an ex, even though they're very happy where they are. But they could suddenly be thinking about an ex because the ex is going through or I shouldn't even call them an ex, the other alternate romantic partner. But perhaps the reason Cancer is even getting a vibe from that or picking up on them is because, although they were a master procrastinator, I don't think they've forgotten Cancerian. This could be Cancer's about to hear from them. Something in their life has fallen apart, it's gone belly up. Whomever this person is, by the way, there's Aries energy there. 5 of Pentacles, they're not in a good place. So the road not taken, or the lover not, that Cancerian didn't end up with, they are going through an upheaval in their life right now. And what are you thinking about Cancer then? Because Cancer's over here in a great relationship. I don't want Cancer to have disruption, We've got the Magician in the reverse. Whatever they're thinking is a little bit of trickery. I don't love it. Why the trickery? I'm almost thinking that this person needs a place to stay. Oneness, synchronicity. Look, I'm just going to be really blunt and really bold, and I'm just going to say, once upon a time, this person could have been with Cancer, okay, but they didn't. They didn't make that move for whatever reason. Maybe it was immaturity. Maybe they were just not ready for a real relationship. Maybe they were off pursuing their gym pursuits. They're, working on their body, looking foxy, whatever it was that they were really invested in. If they were a gymnast, if they were, like an athlete or something, maybe the career path was much more important to them than a romance. So they held back from Cancer, and Cancer moved on with somebody else who they've now built, I think, a stable or solid life, either with this person as a romantic interest, or wherever Cancer's life has taken them. Cancer has a good stable boss, or they have a good stable financial situation, they have a good stable life, they have friends and family around them. Cancer's in a great place right now. But Cancer is feeling their spidey senses go off, because this ex, who Cancer once upon a time really wanted to be with, Cancer's going to hear from this ex. And this ex has gone through a major upheaval in their life. Some life plan, dream plan, whatever it was that they were doing, probably the reason that they weren't with Cancer, that has fallen apart. And the thing that's a trickery or even like a downright lie with the Magician being in the reverse is that if they're trying to act like, or going to come in and act like, oh, Cancer, it's, you know what, we're just meant to be, blah, blah, blah. This is so serendipitous. Like, I can't believe, you know, it all of a sudden they might even like drive to go see Cancer on purpose, but then pretend like they were just accidentally in town. I don't even know if they have a place to stay. They might be really down and out on their luck. They lost their job. The career path didn't pan out. Something didn't happen, but they're going to instead, I think, paint it as if the divine has brought us back together. Look at this. I just feel like we were meant to be. But in this story, and please remember these are fictional, but in this story, this person's full of hot air. They are in a moment of desperation, and they are hoping, thinking that Cancer would take them back into Cancerian's life, maybe give them a place to stay, take good care of them. Universe, do you have advice for Cancer on this one? Because Cancer's got a great life over here. Page of Pentacles. It says, if Cancer is going to talk to this person or give them some kind of assistance, make it small. Make it really small. You know, maybe Cancer is, you know, just talks to them really truthfully and, you know, hey, how are you how are you doing? How are you, you know, moving through life right now? Got the 8 of Wands also. It says, if Cancer offers them something, it's mostly listen to what they're saying, and also listen to what they're not saying. This says, you notice that the 8 of Wands almost looks more like an 8 of Swords, right? She's surrounded. There's like surround oneself in a little circle of protection, because whatever this person tells Cancer, that's only going to be part of the story. They're going to tell Cancerian the smallest amount of how awesome it is, or they might just keep repeating how amazing it is that they are bumping into Cancer. If Cancer tries to actually ask them questions or something, they may give minimal answers. It says, you know, when we talk to somebody or when we hear from somebody, it's really important to listen to what they're not telling us. You know, like what's the in between here? And we got the 4 of Swords. I think this is a chance for Cancer to, if there was any leftover, like residual sorrow or hurt or anything, talking to this person again might actually give Cancer some kind of like profound healing, but recognizing, I don't know. I don't see anything here that jeopardizes Cancerian's happy life. In fact, if anything, this could give Cancer the bit of closure, the bit of like, oh my God, I am so grateful that my life went in a different direction. I hate to say it this way, but I just don't see that this person of the past is bringing in any significant offer. It almost feels like they're a little bit always out for number one. They hang back if there's some better option. Then when that doesn't work out, then they want to come back into Cancerian's world. They don't want to tell the full story. They are hoping that they're just, you know, shiny enough, pretty enough that Cancerian will want them. They may have changed their look significantly since last Cancerian saw them. Once upon a time, they could have been, you know, super fit, slick back hair. Now maybe they're older. It almost feels like, I mean, Cancerian could even look at them and be like, wow, I thought they used to be taller. I don't know why I thought they were, you know, like a movie star, blah, blah, blah. They might have thought they were a movie star. And now I think Cancerian, the allure is gone. The rose-colored glasses are gone. And maybe Cancerian is just seeing what they always actually looked like. Yeah, this person, I'm not actually even attracted to them. I can hear that they don't have a whole lot to tell me. They don't really have much to offer. And yet they want a lot from me. So a Cancerian might be really good at protecting themselves, even in conversation. I don't see them saying, yes, let me bring this person back into their lives. This says, at least from the universe, it says, let this be the time to see this person without rose-colored glasses on, to listen to them without happy earmuffs on, and to really use this as a chance to heal if there was any lingering hurt or, you know, confusion about what had happened in the past, and to like count Cancerian's lucky stars that they didn't end up with that person of the past. I'm sorry, but I just don't see this as an ex coming back that Cancerian is going to have this happy life with. I see Cancerian is going to be fully invested, perhaps more than ever, in the life that they already chose, right? Yes, once upon a time they loved that person of the past, or they thought they did, but they were able to move on. And the life that Cancer has now is head and shoulders better than what I think they ever even could have had with that person of their past. That's actually an amazing retrograde story. I'm glad that it's not, like angst and hurt and pain, but rather this supreme sense of like, thank you, universe, that my life has gone in a different route after all. All right, I'm going to leave this here. Thank you so much, Cancerians. I really appreciate you guys. Thanks for giving it a thumbs up and subscribing. I try to get you guys a video on Tuesday and Saturday. We made our mark. It's and a little earlier on Saturday night than usual. Anyway, guys, take care, and I will see everybody again tomorrow for our regular videos that I put out. I do all the other zodiacs over on my original channel, which is Kate's Regretless Life. But here on Tarot Dog, Cancer, you guys are the star of the show. But don't forget, I usually do specific messages when they come to me, and also love messages on this channel daily. All right, bye guys. Thank you again. Take care.